do you feel like you have to have a black therapist in order for them to help you? Because I feel like therapy's been a long practice for many years, and plenty of people had help from a therapist, whether the race. I feel like since social media came out and black mental health's been aware, I feel like them same woke niggas we talk about, they try to pinpoint and try to make it seem like you have to go to a black person to receive therapy, and I feel like that's some bullshit. Nah. I personally feel like that.
It's a cop out because they at the end of the day, they're all. Do you only go to black doctors?
All my basketball coaches, my doctors, my attorney, my
doctor
accountant
has to be black.
Yeah.
You can't analyze my body.
I think with them it's probably more like like they try to make it like a relatable, like, you know, like, oh, the trauma in America and shit. But I'm like, just because he black don't mean he went through your same trauma though. That's why I don't get the.
My therapist was a white woman. My first therapist.
My first therapist was a
white woman.
Mine was a old Asian lady.
I feel like a piece of shit because my therapist was vodka. But keep going.
That nigga snap.
Ciroc was my therapist. You know I'm working on it though.
Like, not the Diddy juice.
Like when you get a therapist, like are y'all going there to get a best friend? Is that why it has to be a certain color?
Yeah.
You're going there to trauma dump at the end of the day. It don't matter to who.
Facts.
Can they
somebody need to listen
somebody
to
hear this shit.
Somebody here to listen to me.
Can they process your thoughts and try and understand it? No one's gonna fully understand you, even if they're a black dude.
Yeah.
Or a black woman if you're a woman or whatever. It shouldn't. To me, it don't matter.
Yeah, there's a popular term that's been circling around for about 10 years where they say black people's not a monolith, right? Where a black person's experience in Minnesota is going to be completely different than a black person's experience in Chicago, right? So if I go to a therapist thinking that they can identify with me just because they share the same skin, it's fucking stupid. Because they not necessarily, I mean, it's not, fact. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to have the same, like, I remember, and this is kind of a side off, but I was dating this girl when I was living back down south, and some rock, we were at a restaurant, and some rock music came on, and she was kind of nervous that she knew the song, so she was kind of humming it under her breath, and I started singing it too, and she's like, how do you know this shit? I'm like, I grew up in Minnesota. We didn't have black radio stations. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know all this shit, the Google Dolls and all this stuff. What are you, like, this is us, but she was so shocked that there was a white aspect to me growing up, whatever. But I'm like, Negroes in Minnesota are different than everywhere else. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like to assume, kind of bringing it back in, that a black therapist is automatically going to be able to relate to you. Yeah, there's some things, I get it, culturally that you just all black people know, right? But in general, you're, like you said, you're going there to fucking trauma dump. Like, you are going there to trauma dump. Somebody listen to this shit and maybe come up with some solutions because my life sucks.
That's what I always thought the shit was. That's what how I always looked at the shit. How you just broke it down. Like, what are we doing it for? But I noticed on social media, you see that. Like, people will, I need a therapist. It has to be a black one.
Only like, black therapy.
Yeah, I just be like, that's kind of like you blocking. I mean, like, what if
blocking your blessings?
Like, you blocking your blessings, you being closed minded. What if have you? Well, I'll say this: have you at least tried down that road? Now, if you tried down these roads and it hasn't worked out for you, I get it. Shit. That's a different thing. But if you haven't, it's kind of like that's a, you know, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't be trying, bro.
That's a good point.
All right, niggas do it for their aesthetic. Because I'm there. I've been to therapy. I'm healed. I'm healed now. Also, bitch, you ain't fucking healed. That's why you talking to Facebook about it.
I was just gonna say that, bitch. But also, like, think about it, bro. Was we making? Do you make who? Asking somebody for therapy, bro, you don't need to ask no Facebook that, bro. Y'all ask Facebook some of the wildest personal shit ever. God. I'd be like, why are you asking that? You know you can pick up the phone. You can call a hotline and ask, I need a therapist. You can call your doctor, your shit. You can Google. There's many resources, but you want everybody to know that you want, like, it's weird to me, bro.
A lot of shit is for the aesthetic. Like,
it's like a validation.
No, you ain't lying. That is some real shit. And it's weird. It is weird. There's so much shit that's been happening to me that I forgot to go to social media about because it's none, like, why would, I'm not doing it to impress people or whatever the case is. But yeah, that shit is fucking strange. Like, I never agree with that. That kind of brought me to the